morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you're in. I'm HalfLifeSistah, and this is my hubby, wolfkain.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to my channel and to another episode of Sister in the Wolf for Action. We are back with another patron request presented to you by my old faithful, sweet, loving, chaotic old boy who is not an old nor a bore.
Or a bore.
Okay? All right, so today he's giving us NF, who's a rapper. He introduced me to NF during our stream.
Twitch stream
On Twitch, yeah. A little while ago, and I was blown away, babe, by this guy.
That's how I know him as well. I saw your Twitch stream.
This brother is dope as hell, and I'm very particular about my rappers. I love Childish Gambino, right?
Yeah.
I love Nas. I think he's brilliant. I think also DMX is also brilliant. Eminem is decent. I like Busta Rhymes, but I mean, when it comes to rapping with a purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, those brothers, a few that I just mentioned, they're like dope, the best to me, because I'm very particular. But when I heard NF, I was just like, wow.
It's worth it though. World out there, kids, grab your coats. Been a minute, I know, now I'm back to home. Looking for the antidote.
Yeah, his flow was very smooth, and his lyrics were very well put together.
Indeed.
And if you're rapping, then that's really all there is to it. Get a nice beat, make sure you know what the hell you're talking about, and put it together in a...
I'm sorry, baby.
Huh?
That's not true, because you hear the stuff that's out now, it's not that good.
Right. I'm saying if you want to do it good.
Okay, yeah, if you're gonna do it right, yes, that's what you need.
My point is, good rap is not... But again, rap is not rocket science. However, there's still an art to it.
I agree, your voice has to be, the right kind of voice.
Well, first of all, it's poetry.
It's supposed to be.
Right.
It's
supposed to be poetry.
Yes.
And quite frankly, I mean, I know everyone thinks they could probably do poetry, but they can't.
That's true.
Okay, it's a skill and it's an art.
Right.
And being able to put your flow together in a way that is not cliche when all you're doing is a very relatively straightforward thing, which is essentially talking over music.
Right.
To be able to give it a flavor that provides entertainment, that's where the art and the skill comes as well, And then there's of course the subject matter, which in the case of NF is substantial, apparently.
Yeah, and that's the thing I miss. The reason why I love Childish Gambino, NF, I appreciate Eminem, Nas, is because they are, you can connect with something in their lyrics.
It's not just about storytelling.
Yes, it's not just about, the money, the cars.
That's
easy.
The
whip, it's
that's the shortcut.
Yeah, that's the shortcut. Exactly.
That's the everybody bullshit.
Right? These brothers got depth, they got layers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but where's the storytelling? Where's the actual taking me on a journey and an adventure? Yeah, you can have those fun songs, but they have no actual substantial meaning or any resonance on any deep level.
And while I get that a lot of people can appreciate that kind of music, they want surface stuff, I get it.
Sure.
But for me, baby, I need some layers, I need some depth. The first song I believe I heard from him, that Chaotic requested, made me cry. Wow! I'm like, wait a minute, this is a rap song. Now, I have cried to Childish Gambino's song before.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like, this is new to me. So I'm like, this guy is up there with Childish Gambino for me.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this song. I really am.
I am too. Like I said, I like what I hear, and I certainly do not object to rap. I'm like you, not a fan of the new stuff. Yeah. Definitely more of an old school guy.
Yes.
But let's get to know him a little bit real quick, and then we'll just jump into the music. Nathan Farstein, otherwise known as NF, was born March 30th, 1991. So he's not too...
he's so young.
He's a young gentleman.
He could be a baby.
He actually literally can. Although you would have
I've
had a baby real young.
That's true.
And looks like he's won some gospel awards. So did you know he was
Wait,
Christian
what?
rapper?
Okay, pause on that. Wait a minute. He's not Christian rap. Who put this together?
Well, I don't picture myself as a Christian rapper.
I've read that about you.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask.
That's what everyone likes to write. Yeah, that's what everyone likes to write.
The songs we've heard didn't sound very...
No way is he Christian rap.
Very preachy, but
because
we associate Christian with preachy, right?
That he was kind of talking about it like...
Well,
it was
all rappers talk about God, so what makes one
Well, no, but it wasn't like
gospel?
He was talking about God as in praising him. He was talking about it like as if religion sucked. From what I remember, so I'm confused.
I don't really talk to God that much.
Like Colbert, even though he's religious, he's always clowning God.
I can't get over Colbert being religious. I
so
don't
weird.
believe it.
It's
No, I
so
think that
weird.
he's Jewish, right? Or is he Catholic?
He's Catholic. Yeah.
There's no way he's religious.
It's weird because he says
No.
all the things that an atheist would say. He can see all the pitfalls, but at the end of the day, he chooses to be Catholic because that's the way he was
moving
raised.
forward, not sideways on that.
But yeah, so early life, he was born in Gladwin, Michigan.
Okay.
And his parents divorced and he was raised by his mother until his father had to take him away when her boyfriend abused him.
Oh my goodness.
His mother died from an overdose in 2009.
Oh wow.
Which led to him dedicating the song "How Could You Leave Us" to her.
Gotcha.
How could you leave us? Because if you're overdosing, there's some anger there, right?
Right.
Like, why would you not take care of yourself? And we just had that talk with me and my diet and food, where if you're not eating right, so you're willing to choose food over us, right?
Yes.
That you're willing to choose your poor health and not be around us.
Yes, baby.
So if something happened to me, you'd be pissed with me a little bit, wouldn't
I'd be
you?
very angry with you. You want me to mourn your death, not fucking be.
I really don't.
I'm joking.
I really would love for you to move on.
I
and
know,
be
but you
happy.
wouldn't want me to
I
be
really
angry
do.
though, would you?
If it meant you moving on, then yes. Actually, I would.
Shut the fuck up. Bro.
Because I don't care. I'll be dead. So I would want you to be able to be happy. And if that it requires you to be pissed with me.
Okay, but I don't want
I'm
that.
good
So
with that.
there. Just get your ass together, okay?
NF started his career at the Fine Arts Festival organized by Connection Church. So he started
I can't
already
get over this, guys.
attached to a church.
This is really it's a pinch of my heart.
The song we're going to hear, Therapy Sessions, was on his second album, which came out in April of 2016.
Okay.
So I don't want to spoil anything. Let's see what the
Okay.
song's about. Let him
Okay. present
it to us, and then we can discuss it afterwards and see what the deal
Therapy session. Make sure the volume is okay. It's okay for you. This has to be controlled here.
is. That's good.
Yeah, I got upstate like a month ago. I was talking to fans and one of them pulled me aside and said we never met, but I swear that you know who I am. I've been through a lot. I don't know how to express it to people. Don't think that I can, but I got that mansion CD on rotation. That's real for me, Nate. You do not understand. It's crazy for me. Kids hit me up, say they slitting their wrists on the daily. This music is more than you think. Don't book me for just entertainment. It's entertaining. Hearing these parents, they telling their kids my music is violent. You gotta be kidding me. I guess that your definition of violence in mine is something that we look at differently. How do you picture me? Want me to smile? You want me to laugh? You want me to walk in the stage with a smile on my face when I'm mad and put on a mask? For real though, I mean, what you expect from me? I'm trying to do this respectfully. They say that life is a race. I knew my problems would probably catch up eventually. I do my best to be calm. How you gon' write me and tell me you slaughter my family? That's just a glimpse of the stuff that gets said to me. These are the parts of my life they don't never see. Woo! I am aware it's aggressive. I am not here for acceptance. I don't know what you expected, but what you expect when you walk in a therapy session. Therapy session. Therapy session. This girl at the show looked me in the face and told me her life's full of drama. Yeah. Said her dad is abusive, apparently he likes to beat on her mama. I got so angry inside, I wanted to tell her to give me his number. But what you gon' do with it, right? You gon' hit him up, then they'll start hitting her harder, that's real. These kids, they come to my shows with tears in their eyes. Imagine someone looking at you and saying your music's the reason that they're alive. Sometimes I don't know how to handle it. This type of life isn't glamorous. This ain't an act for the cameras. You see me walk on these stages, but have no idea what I'm dealing with after it. I put it all in the open. This is the way that I cope with all my emotion. I'm taking pictures with thousands of people, but honestly, I feel like nobody knows me. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. How you gon' tell me my music does not have a message when I'm looking out at this crowd full of people I know are affected? I got some things in my life I know I should let them go. Let me jot it down. Let me take a mental note. I put it all on this microphone. Think about about that for a minute. What is the point of this song I'm just venting? But what you expect from a therapy session? Therapy. Therapy session. Therapy. Therapy session. What you think about me? That doesn't worry me. I know I handle some things immaturely. I know that I need to grow in maturity. I ain't gonna walk on these stages in front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of what perfect means. Woo! I ain't the type to be quiet. I ain't gonna sit here in silence if I wouldn't say what I say to your face. And I promise you I wouldn't say it in private. I am not lying. People go off on my page and I'm trying to quit the replying, but this is ridiculous. I'm passionate, man. I really mean what I'm writing. You want me to keep it 100? Okay, I'll keep it 100. I see a whole lot of talking on socials, but honestly, I don't see nothing in public. I kinda love it, yeah. Why don't you write us some happy raps? That would be awesome. All of your music is moody and dark, nay. Don't get me started. You wanna know what it's like if you met me in person? Listen to my verses. This music is not just for people who sit in the pews and pray at the churches. Nah, I've been rejected. I don't expect everyone to respect it. I don't expect you to get my perspective, but what you expect from a therapy session?
I mean, I think sometimes people, they confuse what I'm doing. I write about life, I write about things that I'm actually dealing with. Something that I'm actually experiencing. This is real for me. Like, this is something that personally helps me as well. I'm not confused about who gave me the gift. God gave me the gift and he gave me the ability to do this, and he also gave me this as an outlet. And that's what music is for me. When I feel something, whether it's anger, it's a passion about something, a frustration, like, this is where I go. That's the whole NF real music thing, man. This is real for me. I need this. This is a therapy for me.
Oh God.
Feel better?
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting, I really was not expecting to feel, a lot of what he writes about, but he's, it resonates with me, and that's one of the reasons why I like him so much.
Well, here, baby, I'll be your therapist now. Tell us what happened. What sparked the tears in particular? Because there's a lot in this song that I could very much relate to.
Yeah? Like what?
All of it. Like all of it. Like absolutely
comments?
all of it.
In the comments?
So...
in the comments?
No. So, first thing I look at first thing I pay attention to when I see something like this is the intelligence level of the artist. Mm. So I'm looking for where he's coming from and what am I gathering from his delivery. And off the jump, I can see intelligence.
Absolutely.
But I could also see empathy. So once I know that, I could, once I see the character of the person, because one thing that's very important when you deliver something like this, especially when you're very young, is it needs to feel authentic.
Yeah, like it's coming from a real place.
It needs to feel like you're not just complaining about stuff because you don't know what real life is about, right? So that's what I'm looking at here is I'm listening and I'm paying attention. I'm seeing what is it that he's actually saying in this. Everything felt very genuine.
He's talking to you. He's
cohesive.
He's just telling you a story,
If I'm looking for similarities between this and myself, doing this channel, even it's on a smaller degree, I certainly see that because we are an empathetic channel, we get empathetic people.
Yeah, I love that.
And we hear in the comments, and we know our viewers, and we know the ones who have mental issues and depression. We know what they're going through. There's people you talk to on Patreon all the time that we become friends with many people. So it attracts a certain audience. So I can see how with his style of music, it's attracting a particular audience.
Yes.
And that audience is going to be affected very strongly. So when he says like what he sees in the audience does not reflect what you are telling me, which is, you know, why am I doing this? Dude, there are people in the audience who say I saved their lives. And we've even had those comments. So I'm like, what? What?
Yeah,
What? Like, I mean, I'm happy, but it's like, what? And it's like, on the one hand, it makes me happy, but it also, there's a sadness to it in the sense that the fact that these people are out there looking for that help. And yes, so I certainly understand the tears. I didn't mean to make them start over. I'd like to, I'll let you speak on it as well. Don't let me do all the talking, but, speak on it because, yeah, it's everything in this song was very real.
There are a lot of layers here. There's a lot that definitely resonated with me. I think about, I made a statement before saying that before, the idea of something happened to me and leaving my husband behind and our daughter, the idea it bothers me a lot. But now I have this this world of people, that know who I am and that have love for me. The fact that I bring joy to someone's life, the fact that I'm doing anything that's positive or good for anyone, that's a very humbling thing, it's very humbling. Mm-hmm. And there was a part in there when he was saying, and also I've always attracted people, before the reactions, I've always attracted people that were either socially awkward or that suffered from depression. And I'm here to love on,
Well,
people
there's
like
a reason why they gravitate, because they understand that they're safe. There's a safe space.
Yes,
a lot of people, part of the problem is not being able to understand people.
Yes.
So when someone feels understood, then yeah, they're going to gravitate.
I know.
And that comes from caring.
Of course, baby.
Because it's so easy to dismiss
caring
people.
And having empathy,
Well, it's just like everyone thinks that, well, if you're not acting like me, then there's something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you, exactly.
Yeah, but there's no putting yourself in their shoes and trying to understand where they come from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, baby, yeah. There was a part in this song when he says his songs are always dark.
Right.
And he's like, this is my life, I'm talking about my life.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a conversation I had with my brother. We were talking about our father, and I was saying to him, do you remember this? Do you remember that? And, some things he would say, yeah. And, a lot of things he didn't remember, because his reality was, we literally lived in the same house, but he had a different reality.
Right. Because he was treated differently.
Yes, he was treated differently.
But he never bothered to think about where you're coming from.
Yes, it was always, he was focused on himself and never thought about anything else. And so my reality is different from his. So he feels like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to bring this negative stuff up again. I'm like, but this is my life. I experienced it.
Yeah, this is what you live in every day.
Yes, I'm carrying that with me every single day. So that really resonated with me. People think that, I'm just being negative. And he saw one of our reactions. I think he saw the corn reaction. He saw part of it, I think.
Oops.
And he was like, send me a message, a cheeky message saying, why you always crying? You always cry. Uh-huh. And to him it's a joke, but for me it's not. It's not a joke to me.
Yeah.
I've always been an empathetic person. I've always been full of emotions and highly sensitive to people, the way I treat people, the way I make people feel, and the way, I leave them, and so the fact that, listen, I'm not going to go there, but...
No, but you're bringing up the other point of the song.
The other point of the song, right.
Which is, the part of the therapy session is not that what he's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
His problem is all the people who don't seem to get it.
And don't understand it, yes.
And that's literally the purpose of the song, is explaining it to them. And again, there we can relate, because while what we do is pretty obvious...
Yeah.
It's not very obvious to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we have to block people all the time who like violently are upset.
Yes.
With, okay, first of all, either why are you crying?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Or more importantly, like sometimes when I like to get political, it's because we're living this life.
Yeah.
My favorite comment are the ones who are instructing us on how to do reactions, as if there's only like the reaction is like a thing where there's a specific formula that you must follow, and if you stray from that formula, somehow
then
you're
not
doing
doing
it wrong.
it right. Yeah,
Right.
it's interesting. Thank you, Chaotic.
Yeah.
You
thanks
guys know
anyway.
Chaotic's been my ride or die since the very beginning of me doing reactions. And he's a major supporter of mine on Twitch as well. Thank you, baby, for your love, your continued love and support. All of you.
Absolutely.
This is a lot of fun. And brought back some memories, you know.
This was good. And also symphonic. He used the epic music.
I know. Oh, baby,
Yeah.
the first one I heard was epic.
Yeah, no, that's what I remember from his other song.
Oh.
And that's what I thought was
Oh
a
my
nice
God.
touch that a lot of rappers haven't figured out.
Yes,
That
yes.
if I was
He
a
had
rapper, I
violin
would
in
be
it.
doing
I think it had
something
violin
like
in it
this.
as well.
Yeah.
I'm a little stuffy, sorry. But I think he had a violin playing in that song as
Yeah.
well. It was just, it blew me away.
Smart.
Smart indeed, baby.
Because it lifts the epicness of the rant.
Exactly. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up. Comment below. Do not leave without subscribing, but also do share our content as well.
Click the bell to get notified.
Yes.
And as always,
keep it metal. Metal forever, baby. Love you guys.
love y'all.
Bye.
Yeah, but at that time in my life during therapy session, I would have never done that. I would have never gone to therapy, like an actual therapist, and had
What
a
actually made you
conversation.
go?
Because I was having a mental breakdown. Like I was questioning my life. I was questioning everything. I ended up getting diagnosed with OCD. I didn't know what that even was. I thought it was just like always, like you're always washing your hands all the time, or you have to like tap something 10 times before. And that is OCD, but I'm just saying there's different forms of OCD. It jumps from different things. Like it's usually not just one thing. Like my thing is like clothing. If I wear like different clothes sometimes, I can get like anxiety about it. Like when I was on tour, if I didn't wear the same color socks that I wore when I had a good show, I would feel really on edge, and I would convince myself like something bad was gonna happen during my performance, or like I was gonna mess up basically. Like the performance was gonna be messed up because of the socks that I was wearing. And I know some, like if you don't experience it, it's hard to understand. And some people would be like, oh yeah, I mean, people go to baseball games and they're like, if I don't wear my lucky hat, they're gonna lose. But it's more controlling than that. It's more like I can't function
I understand.
if I don't do it. You know what I mean?